Good afternoon. Welcome, and thank you for participating in the College of Medicine's special hooding ceremony. I am Dr. Amanda Osta, Associate Dean for Medical Education and Professor of Clinical Pediatrics and Internal Medicine at the College of Medicine. It is my pleasure to serve as the MC for this afternoon's celebration. We would like to avoid any unnecessary interruptions during the ceremony, so please take a moment now to turn off or mute your cell phone or other electronic devices. Tomorrow, we will participate in the formal commencement exercises at the Credit One Arena. This wonderful ceremony will incorporate the appropriate pomp and circumstance, to be sure, but I'm also afraid it will mean that you'll be seated somewhat distant from our student of the hour, whom you have loved and supported on their journey to becoming a physician. This afternoon's special hooding ceremony provides a more intimate setting where family members, faculty mentors, and friends have an additional opportunity to celebrate our graduates. Now, I would like to introduce our G. Stephen Irwin Executive Dean of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Dr. Mark Rosenblatt, to make a few remarks. We will introduce Dean Rosenblatt more formally tomorrow, but I will say here that he is a dean who embodies the greatest attributes of our academic medical center. He is an expert clinician, a gifted researcher, an outstanding teacher and mentor, and a compassionate leader. His internationally recognized, extensively funded, and published clinician scientist who directs UIC's Corneal Regenerative Medicine Laboratory. He leads a group of scientists investigating the mechanisms of corneal peripheral nerve regeneration following injury and the use of nano-engineered biomaterials for use in stem cell delivery to the ocular surface. He is an outstanding leader for our College of Medicine, and we are incredibly grateful to have him here with us today. Thank you, Dean Rosenblatt.
Thank you, Dean Osta. That was plenty formal. Well, good afternoon and welcome to our students, their families, mentors, significant others, and friends. Before the official conferral of degrees, it has become a tradition here within our College of Medicine to provide students the opportunity to receive their Doctorate of Medicine hood from a special person in their life or academic career, be that a family member, friend, or mentor who has a terminal degree. Going off script a bit, I remember about 25 years ago or so, my father was able to engage in a hooding ceremony like this. And although he's passed, really that is one of the most special and really wonderful moments I can remember spending with my dad. So I'm honored to join you in celebrating your tremendous achievement today. You've worked hard to earn your degree with countless hours of rigorous studying and training to get to this point. But you didn't do it alone. You did it with the support of family, peers, and faculty mentors. And this afternoon's hooding ceremony is rich in tradition. It dates back to medieval times. It's an opportunity to celebrate and share your achievements with those individuals who supported and guided you during your educational journey at our medical school. Those individuals will remain forever at the center of your intellectual compass. They'll become beloved advisors, reliable counselors, and trusted colleagues. For medical students, as has happened throughout the history of our medical profession, our new graduates have learned from and will build upon a rich foundation of knowledge accumulated and practiced by many previous generations. With the conferral of your degree, you will begin on your own path to building on this very important legacy. I hope that one day you too will be asked to hood a new doctorate of medicine. By doing so, you will reinforce the great responsibility that accompanies acceptance of our noble profession. As you all begin your careers, our challenge to you is to share your knowledge as your mentors have shared their knowledge with you. A culture of knowledge sharing is absolutely vital to promoting patient care, but also enhancing innovation. So please enjoy this great moment with your family, supporters, mentors. I wish you great success in all your future endeavors. Dean Osta.
Thank you, G. Stephen Irwin, Executive Dean Rosenblatt. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Dr. Czar. Dr. Czar received his medical degree at University of Illinois College of Medicine with honors in 1979 and received the Granville Bennett Award for outstanding contributions to medical education as a medical student. He has dedicated his career to educating students and residents since then, and is a professor of clinical medicine, senior associate program director for our internal medicine residency, director of the immunology course, co-course director of the synthesis course, and director of the integrated basic science education for phase 1. Talk about perennial award winners. This is the 10th consecutive time he has been selected by the medical school class to be the keynote speaker for this special hooding. In addition, he is the 2-time recipient of the Gold Humanism Award, a 4-time recipient of the C. Thomas Bombeck MD Award for the Excellence in Medical Education, 6-time recipient of the Alpha Omega Alpha Outstanding Faculty Award, and 15-time winner of the Golden Apple for Excellence in Teaching. The medical residents have also honored him by selecting him 18 times of attending Physician of the Year. And at our 2012 commencement, the College of Medicine bestowed upon him Faculty of the Year Award. Thank you again for being here with us today, Dr. Czar.
Thank you, Dean Osta, and welcome families, mentors, friends, and significant others who are at this ceremony this afternoon. Congratulations, my dear students. Tomorrow will commemorate your completion of a great journey known all too simply as medical school. Along the way, you've learned to separate art from science, evidence from experience, and intelligence from wisdom. You have seen how self-doubt gives rise to self-discovery. You've made great strides and great friends, impressed many, and failed few, and tested the limits of your abilities as you juggled your commitments to patient care, studies, family, friends, and yourself, often feeling you were shortchanging at least one of them along the way. You've tried to learn it all, knowing with certainty you never will. You have tried to save each life, knowing with certainty that you cannot. You have given of yourself until you had no more to give, and then you gave some more. You have learned so that you may teach, and you have taught so that you may learn. You have tried to remain objective while the suffering of others tugged at your heart, and then realized it was all right to feel their pain and cry with them. For this and many other struggles and sacrifices you have made over the past several years, on behalf of the hundreds of faculty at UIC, I thank you, because most of all, you have succeeded in becoming a doctor. And for this, your teachers, classmates, family, and friends will always be proud of you. And this special hooding ceremony embodies the pride that medical educators have in training the next generation of physicians. The special hooders here today were instrumental in the pursuit and sustainability of your medical education. And this is no easy task. No other profession requires more years of education and training than yours. Cherish the friends you have made these last many years and the families that have stood beside you. You have shared with them what few can have and what even fewer understand. For the training of a physician is a complex recipe of perseverance, dedication, selflessness, humanism, and a dash of fear. Fear of the unknown before a new clerkship. Fear of the failure on an exam or at the bedside. And even fear of someday being on the other side of the equation and having the illness that you see right in front of you. For although it is true that not everyone can become a doctor, it is also true that all doctors will become patients. And therefore, there really are no two sides to this equation, just two human beings giving to each other. Our patients teach us everything. And we in turn thank them with our time, our care, and our love. Yes, you have learned to listen to people's abdomens, carotids, and chests, but most importantly, the words of the person who owns them. For they are not stomachs or lungs or blood, they are people, each life a book whose story has led them to you. Turn the next page slowly. The next chapter is up to you. In conclusion, just as the University of Illinois gave me the wonderful gift of allowing me to practice in the medical profession many days ago when it was known as the Abraham Lincoln School of Medicine, not because he was president at the time, but it was a long time ago, and just as that gift will be given to you tomorrow, today the Special Hooders will symbolically do the same for all of you. And I look forward to your graduation tomorrow afternoon when it all gets very real. Yes, tomorrow marks the finish line of the marathon known as medical school. And no one starts that race without a lifetime commitment to the human race. May you all have a long and fulfilling career as physician graduates of the great University of Illinois College of Medicine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Czar. The hood and the rest of the academic dress originated in the 12th and 13th century in Europe. The gown and hood would initially have been worn to keep scholars warm as they studied and learned in cold, drafty buildings. In fact, the hood may have been worn over the head or at times carried for a bag of alms. But this tradition has evolved, and in the United States, academic regalia is now reserved for festive academic ceremonies. Hoods have been given distinctive colors and linings that identify the field of study, the level of degree, and the institution awarding the degree. Today and tomorrow, our MD graduates will be wearing a green hood designated medicine and trimmed in blue and red for the University of Illinois College of Medicine. While today some of the hooders are dressed in day-to-day attire, I know that they can finally remember when this special symbol of academic achievement was bestowed upon them. With their degrees, they have earned the right to be selected to ceremonially bestow the hoods on these doctoral students in the presence of family and friends and supporters. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dean Heather Hyman, who will read the names for the hooding ceremony. Dean Hyman is an associate professor of internal medicine and medical education. In addition, she is our senior associate dean for medical education for our College of Medicine. Thank you, Dean Hyman. I'd like to ask the first students to rise. Thank you. You all look so great. Okay. Go ahead and start. Yep.
Lena Abbas, hooded by her sister-in-law, Marissa Kujawa, Farm D. Maria Acevedo Mendez, hooded by her sister-in-law, Miriam Gonzalez Canchola, and by her friend, Tammy Abugne, MD. Shemi Ayomide Adeleke, hooded by her uncles, Osashan Ukpanamwan, MD, MPH, and Osahan Ukpamwan Lara Balugun, MD, MPH. Ishan Agarwal, hooded by his father, Atul Agarwal, PhD, and by his mother, Digisha Agarwal, MD. Sharday Akinfe, hooded by her boyfriend, Alex Contopoulos, JD. Katie Akulu, hooded by her mother, Megan Finnerty, EDD, and by her father, James Owing, PhD. Annika Anderson, hooded by her father, Thomas Anderson, OD. Salvador Ayala, hooded by his brother, Trey Ayala, DPT, and by his sister, Davina Ayala, JD. Alexandra Benoit, hooded by her sister, Lauren McNally, MD, and by her father, Carl Benoit, JD. Tova Marie Bergston, hooded by her father, Eric Bergston, DVM. Rishikesh Bathiwala, hooded by his aunt, Purvi Patel, MD, and by his uncle, Deval Patel, MD. Diana Bidney, hooded by her sister, Sophia Bidney, MD. Andy Marie Bolton, hooded by her mother, Susan Bolton, MD. Zachary Brombot, hooded by his mentor, Stephen Winey, MD. Eric Chang, hooded by his father, Long Shang Chang, MD, PharmD. Debulanle Dahunsi, hooded by her family friend, Ibukunalua Adeleke, MD. Ashwini Deshpande, hooded by her mentor, Christopher Fernandez, MD. Sakshi Dureja, hooded by her mentors, Sarah Smith, MD, and Christina Wells, MD. Eleanor Esbrook, hooded by her mother, Deborah Barnewalt, PhD. Robert Fruin, hooded by his aunt, Ruth Chen, OD, Doctor of Optometry. Zachary Goldberg, hooded by his father, Jeffrey Goldberg, JD. Zachary Hamilton, hooded by his mother, Jose Martino, and by his father, Pat Hamilton, both OD. James Haney, hooded by his father, Robert Haney, JD. Farah Hashim, hooded by her father, Ahmed Hashim, MD, and by her mother, Karama Thiab, MD. Claudio Haxhilari, hooded by his sister, Ridwana Haxhilari, JD, and by his fiancée, Diana Gonzalez, MD. JD. Sorry. Sabrina Idir, hooded by her mother, Hajira Idir, and by her father, Hakim Idir, both PhD. Melanie Izquierdo Vargas, hooded by her godmother, Teresa Gross Diaz, PhD. Sam Jang, hooded by his father, Fan Jang, MD, MPH. Roddy Ribhai Jibai Rivera, hooded by his brother-in-law, Dr. Saeed Shukri, MD. Tanmay Kadamudi, hooded by her mother, Tina Murthy, PhD, and by her father, Dinesh Kadamudi, PhD. Nicholas Kaplan, hooded by his father, Adolfo Kaplan, MD. Hirsch Kilwani, hooded by his father, Ashok Kilwani, MD. Christabel Kumsen, hooded by her uncle, Dr. Isaac Paintsel, MD, and by her aunt, Dr. Cynthia Paintsel, PhD. Catherine Kroll, hooded by her mentor, Claudia Boucher-Berry, MD, and by her fiancé, Ashwin Jayachandran, MD. Bishoy Labib, hooded by his father, Saber Goher, MD. Amy Leanne, hooded by her mother, Tong Cheng, PhD. Isaac Lucas, hooded by Fred Lucas, DDS. Tony Madorsky, hooded by her mother, Nancy Zamora, MD. Shivani Parag Majmudar, hooded by her father, Parag Majmudar, MD, and by her mother, Sonali Majmudar, MD. Sydney Martin, MD, hooded by Eddie Kaminska, MD, MBS. Ephraim Mbachu, hooded by Collins Mbachu, MD. Yashoda Narayanan, hooded by her brother, Siddharth Narayanan, PhD. Alex Nima, hooded by his brother, Christopher Nabil Nima, MD. Vivian Nguyen, hooded by her brother, Benjamin Nguyen, MHA. Folashade Odeniyi, hooded by her research mentor, Reshma Shah, MD, and by her physician house advisor, Leelock Rothschild, MD. Catherine Ortel, hooded by her father, Stephen Ortel, MD. Yanshen Peng, hooded by her fiancé, Bingtao Shang, MD. Tracy Pham, hooded by her mother, Anne Petrie, MD. Sitara Rao, hooded by her mother, Durga Rao, MD, and by her father, Srinivasa Rao, PhD. Ryan Reichert, hooded by his sister, Sarah Monaghan, D.O. Sarah Monahan, D.O. Valerie Santos, hooded by her mentor, Claudia Boucher-Berry, M.D. Joseph Schlosser, hooded by his wife, Renee Al-Hakim, DMD. Pareen Shaw, hooded by her cousin, Rashita Shaw, Farm D. Kareem Sharif, hooded by his father, Rashid Sharif, Farm D. David Ugison Shin, hooded by his mentor, Dr. Justin V. Morgan, MD. Chad Z. Simon, hooded by his great uncle, Gerald Ullman, DDS. Manisha Singham, hooded by her mother, Dr. Sureka Reddy, MD. Aisha Suhaiba, hooded by her mentor, Claudia Boucher-Berry, MD. John Sweeney, hooded by his father, Patrick John Sweeney, PhD, and by his husband, Connor Patrick Moyles, JD. Snehita Talugula, hooded by her boyfriend, Ethan Shetty, JD. Elizabeth Troy, hooded by her father, William Troy, MBA. Carmen Lucia Vasquez, hooded by her mentor, Dr. Gina Walton, MD. Parmita Zari, hooded by her mother, Sarah Shojahi, MD, and by her father, Khosrow Zari, MD. Lily Zheng, hooded by their brother, Wei Li Zheng, MD. Julia Farfan, hooded by her parents, Dr. Rosemary Flores, MD, and Fausto Farfan, MD. It's lovely to see many alumni hooding their relatives and wonderful mentors and family.
Thank you again, Dean Hyman. And congratulations to all of our graduates. Yes, please. I would especially like to thank the family, friends, and mentor Hooders for their participation, and all of you who attended this important and memorable event. We will see you all tomorrow at the 143rd commencement ceremony at 2 p.m. at the Credit One Arena. Doors open at 1 p.m. for guests. This concludes our special hooding. Feel free to get up, take photos, and enjoy your day together. Congratulations.